He cheated on his wife with mine. I could have screamed, I could have fought, but instead, I let him dig his own grave. Then I handed him the shovel. And by the time I was done, he lost his marriage, his kids, his job, his house, everything. And I never even raised my voice. If you've ever dreamed of watching karma hit harder than a freight train, hit that like button. Subscribe for more true stories of cold, calculated justice. Because this one will leave you speechless. It all started in the early 2000s. My wife and I had been married for about 7 years. We had 2 little kids, ages 4 and 6. And like any parent will tell you, that's the kind of chaos that either pulls you together or tears you apart. At first, I didn't think much of the changes. She started spending more time at her parents' house, which was about a 90-minute drive away. The kids kept mentioning, "We stayed with Nana again today." Cute, right? But something felt off. She only worked part-time, yet somehow she was always too busy or tired to talk or spend time together. Her smile stopped reaching her eyes. She brushed off my questions like I was being paranoid. But here's the thing about living with someone for years. You know when something's off, even if they won't admit it. So I started keeping track of her mileage. Every time she left, I wrote it down. And sure enough, she was racking up an extra 400 miles a week. I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to think she'd be that cruel. But deep down, I already knew. Then one day, she left the house in a rush. Her AOL password written on a sticky note right next to the computer. Maybe she thought I wouldn't look. Maybe she thought I didn't have it in me. But when someone betrays you, they also awaken something dangerous inside you. I logged in, and there it was. Email after email between her and her college best friend, laughing, mocking me, talking about how she was hooking up with an old high school flame. And the part that really hit me in the gut, she joked about how his wife let herself go after having kids, as if she wasn't one herself. I printed every email, and I didn't say a word. Now I needed proof, hard evidence. So I called a friend of mine, a cop. He connected me with Ron, a former officer turned private investigator. Ron was a bloodhound. I handed him the emails, her schedule, everything I had. He got to work immediately. What he found? She was dropping the kids off with her parents, meeting Bob, her high school ex, for lunch, then sneaking off to a dingy motel for a few hours. After that, she'd swing back, pick up the kids, and walk into our house like nothing happened. I felt sick, but I also felt focused. I wasn't going to scream. I wasn't going to cry. I was going to bury her boyfriend and make sure she watched. Ron dug deeper, and what he uncovered turned this from a tragedy into a tactical opportunity. Bob was married, 3 kids, vice president of sales for his father-in-law's company. Oh, the irony. Now I had leverage. I called my lawyer and started the divorce process. I didn't want money. I didn't want revenge on her. I just wanted out, with my dignity. But Bob was going to learn what it meant to ruin a man's family. On a sunny Tuesday morning, my wife got served with divorce papers at work. I wanted her coworkers to know exactly what kind of person she was. At the exact same time, Ron was knocking on Bob's front door. His wife answered. Ron showed her everything. Photos, times, motel receipts, and every email his loving husband had exchanged with mine. I didn't have to do anything else. The bomb had been dropped, and it detonated perfectly. Bob's wife didn't just cry. She acted. She emptied their joint bank account, took the kids, moved out, filed for divorce. Her father, the same man who signed Bob's paychecks, found out. Bob was fired immediately. And since her parents owned the house, he was evicted within days. It didn't stop there. Bob tried to go back and reason with his wife. It turned into a shouting match. Her brother stepped in and broke Bob's nose. Restraining orders followed. Police were involved. He got hit with criminal charges, even spent time in jail. He lost his job, his family, his house, his reputation, everything. He just disappeared. And honestly, I hope he had to live in